Okay guys, I'm back home and I went and got a mani-pedi. It was my first time in any nail salon since the whole pandemic, obviously. So it's been a few months since I've had a pedicure or manicure. And it was amazing. They have definitely changed things around for social distancing purposes. So they have the door locked and you have to have an appointment. You can't just walk in. And luckily I had called and I made an appointment earlier this morning. They had one appointment left and it was at 2:30. And so you show up, the door is locked, they have to come let you in, you have to have your mask on, they send you immediately to wash your hands. Everyone's kept, 6 feet apart. And then at like the nail stations, they have like the partitions and even at the front desk. But since I got a regular manicure and a pedicure, I was able just to stay in my pedicure chair. So it was nice. It was actually really, really nice. And it made me feel a little bit more normal, because we haven't really gone anywhere or done anything. I mean, my biggest outing has been Target and the drive-thrus or, getting groceries. So this was a really nice treat. And when I went to cleanings, I was able to sit down and eat. I was the only one in there because they close at 3 on Saturdays, but still it was so nice. I had to make sure because, we just came from Virginia where they're just now on phase 2, but here they've opened up as well for dine-in. So it was really nice to be able to just sit and eat. How's dinner, everyone? Use your fork. Can you use your fork, please?
Fork.
Yep. This one's yours. That one's
Fork.
Casey's. Yep.
Nuggets.
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 Well, that's
Fork.
Casey's.
Fork.
Good job. Take a bite of your nuggets. You're gonna do a whole.
It's not on my fork.
Okay, use your fork.
No. Use the fork.
Yep, use a fork. Good job. It's good. Don't shove the whole thing in your mouth. It's yummy.
And yummy.
Yeah. Good job going up the hill, girlfriend. Oh, which way? I think somebody's having a birthday party down here. Apparently there's a little playground and they have a bounce house, so we're going to steer clear, but we're waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more. It's like 6:35. The girls just finished their dinner. We're just going outside for some fun. I was going to go to Flightline Park, our little favorite park. At the airfield, we're going to ride bikes and put them in the bike trailer, but starting to get a little bit of a breeze out, so it's getting cooler, so maybe in another hour we can go out there. All right, we're going on a walk. Wow, good job. Ooh, look at the pretty hydrangeas. Good. It's afternoon now. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm here. I just got my hair done. I'm at the salon that I used to go to when I lived here before. So I'm so lucky and happy and grateful that I literally moved back here on Friday. Today's Sunday, and I got a couple appointments to get the things that I've needed to do since before the whole pandemic happened. So it definitely helped that I've lived here before, because had we moved to a place we had never lived at, I would be lost, wouldn't even know where to go. I would have to look at the state guidelines and regulations. And so luckily things have opened back up here. They've already opened up before Virginia opened up. So it's still social distance, still doing things in a safe manner, but everything is actually open here now. So I'm glad I was just able to take care of the few things that I wanted to do so desperately and needed to do. So it is already 94 degrees. It is 12:30 p.m. and I'm like, welcome back to North Carolina. So I'm gonna head back to our apartment hotel and see what our plan is for the day. We're definitely gonna probably stay indoors for the majority of the day until the evening time because it's just way too hot already. Hey guys, so it's much later in the day. It's about 5 o'clock. And it's been a busy day. This is our second full day back, and it's been a very eventful coming back to North Carolina. I don't want to say coming home because I'm not from here, but it does feel like home because this is where I got my start in, I don't want to say start in life, but this is where Will and I began life together. He was stationed here and I would come visit him while we were dating, and you know, I lived, like, I would come back and forth here. So I got to know Fort Bragg before we even got married. Our children were born here. So a lot of firsts happened here. So this is, I call it our home base essentially. But today I went and got my hair done. So my salon is really cool because it's like a house. It was kind of like a Rambler style home, but for business. So when you walk in, each individual stylist has their actual own door. So you're never really sharing a community space unless you're in getting your hair washed or under the dryer, which I went today on a Sunday, which she never takes clients on Sunday. But I think because of this whole pandemic, she began just a couple. So she was able to get me in this morning, 9 a.m. this morning. I was the only one there. I think there was one other lady getting her hair done, but she was with another stylist. So in another room, they were wearing masks. So everybody, it was just very safe, very clean. And I really like that. So I was just able to get my hair done, which I haven't in months. Obviously yesterday I got a mani-pedi, which I hadn't gotten in months. So it was really nice. My feet were a little rough and in desperate need of it, especially after a long week. So I did that today. I went to Sprouts Farmers Market, which is an organic market. I love shopping there. So I got some groceries, some fresh, good, clean foods because I've been so sick of eating fast food and junk the last couple of weeks just because we've been moving and it's easier and we have to get rid of stuff. And so I feel good. And I went to BJ's to get a few things. Will went to Walmart, I think, to look for a pool and a little water table for the girls. So we're just here. Our friends are coming over in about an hour. They're bringing a local pizza. They're bringing pizza and it's a really good New York style pizza. So they're bringing that over. But it's been a great first couple of days back. Yesterday I was able to get my mani-pedi and go eat at one of my favorite cafes, and we were just went to the park, just spent some time out, and so it's nice. We're getting kind of jumping back into it, but without, you know, being too crazy and too many activities, because obviously some things are still closed, so like splash pads and pools, because otherwise that's where we'd be right now. But it's okay. We've had a great first weekend back. Let me briefly explain to you, because it may seem like we moved all of a sudden, but we really didn't. So why it seems that way is because I don't know if I told you guys on my channel here last year that we were moving back to Fort Bragg, but we knew over a year ago that we were moving back to Fort Bragg, but we knew it wouldn't be until now. Originally, before this pandemic happened, we were scheduled to actually move on May 15th. So the Packers would have come the 12th, 13th, loaded the truck the 14th, and we were going to clear housing on the 15th. But because of the pandemic, they put a stop to all military moves until June 30th. So a lot of military families cannot do anything, cannot move until June 30th, until that ban has been lifted. However, we have an exception to policy because my husband is in a higher position and he is in a key position. So he does need to report at his original report date, which is next week, to his new job. We submitted an exception to policy, which goes to the highest in the Army for them to look at your exception to policy, look at everything and approve it. And so ours came back approved, and they said, okay, you can go ahead and move. Once it's been submitted, it's submitted. You can't go back on it. So it's not like, oh wait, just kidding, I want to stay. How Will was going to plan to report his same, report date this week. And we were going to stay actually until July, because our house on this end, because we are living on post, we chose not to buy a house. And I chose that because it was important that the girls were able to go to school, to a DoDEA school, like Paisley did when we lived here before, because they have a great program for children that are gifted, children that are on the spectrum. So I really, really wanted that program. They have amazing teachers. I'm not saying they don't at other public schools. I didn't know where to begin. It's, a large area, and it's like, okay, well, if that were the case, should I live over here? Should I live over here? Should I live over here? Which has the best this and which has the best recommended ABA, all that stuff. So I just knew living on post, it would just be easier for us anyway. We are very active in the military life and community, and so everything we do is on base. So it just made sense for us to live on base. That's why we chose the on base or off base military housing last time we lived here. So we knew that we were just going to be very active on base. So we're like, let's just live on base. We know our kids are going to go to school here. So with that, we were number 8 on the housing list, which there's a long housing list here, a wait list for the housing, because it is so, let me fix this. It is highly sought after. There's a lot of people that move here and want to live on Post. So we actually got a call fairly quickly about a house, and they said, but the only catch is it's not available until July 10th because the family moving out has to move out at the end of the month because of the no move policy. So the family that's moving out of the house that we're moving into is still there right now. I have seen it from the outside. I just never knew, like, before we had even decided we were going to live here on Main Post, that we had even decided to live on Main Post. We had known where the housing was that we would live in. So I have seen the house. I have not seen the inside. Will has been on the inside of, I think it was an empty one a few months back when he was TDY down here. So he has seen the inside. So we kind of know the layout. So we're kind of prepared for that. But we can't move in until July 10th. So all of our household goods is in a storage here in the area. That's what the movers did. They brought it down here and put it in storage. So we have to coordinate a move-in date with them. Just give them a date and they'll come and deliver our stuff for us and unpack it and stuff. So that's good. I'm really excited. And the reason we couldn't move back to our old neighborhood was because they're redoing all of the houses, like on the outside. And the way it works is there's only one street for officer housing. We cannot live anywhere else. You have to live in officer housing. It's just kind of like a no fraternizing type thing. You know, there's just rules about that. You know, it's not to show that you're better than anybody. It's just like it's a policy. So, and it's in place for, good reason. So, there was limited housing there because they're redoing the outside of the houses and they were not letting new families move in. They were taking families as people moved out, moving them into another house so they can refinish the outside of the other houses. So unfortunately, because we wanted to go back to our own neighborhood, but because we really love the school, we really love the teachers, we really love the neighborhood, but it is what it is, but we'll be on Main Post. So that's the story of why we're here right now. And it seems like we move fast, but we were already expecting this. I just didn't really say anything until I knew for sure what was going on. And so we're here. All right, we were able to find one water table. We found that at Walmart. That's all they had. So at least they've got something to keep them occupied and keep them cool for now. Super quiet back here. So we've been letting Daisy out and not really having to walk her. We still walk her, but sorry it's so bright. Like the majority of anybody staying here has been on like that side or just over there. There's nobody I've seen here out or anything. So Daisy's just been kind of running around and playing. She's a very good dog. She stays, pretty nearby. So right now she's just enjoying a little treat on the inside, and the girls are playing in their water table. Okay, it's our now third full day here, and we're seeing a lot more people out because it is Monday. It's a weekday, so people are working, so lots of cars coming up and down. This is the main road because there is a gate over there to access base. So lots of people out running and going to work and going places, and we have errands to run today. Is it good?
It's okay.
Breakfast. Enjoying this area. It's like plenty of room to just kind of like run around and let her out. Nobody's ever really out, but Daisy is a very good listener. At least I am happy to say that even at just under 6 months, she listens very well and stays nearby, so I can kind of keep her off leash and she'll stay right here and just kind of run around and play and go to the bathroom. How is it, girls? Feels good out today. It feels like it's gonna be a mild day. It's not even hot. Normally it's like 80 degrees already, but it feels like it's maybe low 70s, so that's nice. Hopefully it won't be too humid today. Okay, we have made it out of the house. It is now like 2:30 on Monday. We ran some errands. We got a P.O. box, so we have an address at least for the time being, or for however long we would like to pay for it, to be able to receive mail. So some items that I have being sent to me can continue the transit process and don't have to just sit waiting for a forwarding address. So I'm glad I got that done. I had to mail a couple things. I went to Target. It's so hot out, which is so frustrating running errands when it's hot. The girls and I are eating lunch outside, and I bought them a plastic pool, just something to get them through the heat, since pools and thank you. Since pools and splash pads are closed, so we're gonna do that. It's a turtle. Yep.
It's a
Yeah, it is a turtle.
It's a orange chapel.
I'm having a chicken corn dog, an organic chicken corn dog from Sprouts. I'm currently baking some tilapia in the oven, waiting for that to finish. Okay, today has been eventful. The girls have been playing literally all afternoon. It is dinner time. We're still out here. We're having dinner. So the girls are eating their dinner. I have made our first home cooked meal in this little hotel apartment of ours. This is the crusted tilapia and some sweet potato fries and corn. And it looks like, I don't know, it's still a little humid, but not as bad as North Carolina is. Oh, I just felt a raindrop, so I think it's gonna rain. I think we better move this inside. So we're having a nice family dinner, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. This is the second part of our Back in Bragg vlog series, I guess. Will is still at work. It is just about 7 o'clock, and so he's still taking care of some things. But I've already met a couple of my neighbors online on Facebook. And I joined our neighborhood Facebook page, so I know anything that's going on. There's like one for just our street and one also for like just the surrounding neighborhood, so I belong to both of those. So it's been nice to talk to a couple of neighbors and say hello to them. I can't wait to see them in person. And then I did find out there's another family that's actually going to be moving in on our street that's staying here at the same like hotel apartments as well. So that's exciting. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please stick around for more adventures, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Say bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, guys.